me the lawsuit is a tough love move. I know you don't want to hurt them, but it's actually coming from love. And
yes, because I don't want to hurt them, and I don't want to cause a civil war. Because
you did it because it's coming from your heart, and it's very obvious.
Here's the thing: if we get half the country going after them right now and trying to get justice from these guys, that actually supports the AI system, and that creates a civil war that can kill more people. So it's a very sensitive line, right? I did it to break a field and open the things up. I want to serve them. So while they're my idea was once the pandemic happens and once they're sitting at their homes, they're all sitting and it has 87-page report. They're like, shit. I'm not reading it.
What? You're hoping to deprogram them, like.
Yes. But people didn't donate, and people set me up behind the scenes. Even reporters. Huh?
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. But
even reporters. Huh?
Reporters what? Go ahead.
Even reporters who are known for a while and they're good people, behind the scenes, they stole my stuff and they went around the scenes and told other people, don't work with him, don't report on him. And they removed my other stuff. And these are the good guys. And all the liberals just like didn't let anything go through. But if I would have had this, and they're all read it at home, most of them read it anyway, right? But when they read it, it's in their hands and it's served to them in time. They're like, okay, you know what? We have two choices. We throw grenades and we'll run, or we're like, okay, we'll stop attacking Trump. We'll start attacking the world. Let's help this whole situation during the pandemic. That was my hope. That was my hope. When the pandemic hits, that it will be lesser form of it and people will be awakened and come together. And less lives will be hurt.
Is it too late for people to send donations and help with this?
I don't want, so it's a pandemic. It's gone past the 90 days to serve them, right? I got $3,000 by the entire world.
So it's all kind of shut down now.
Before the lockdown, after shutdown, I got another 7.
Well, maybe you could do it again and with
because
more help and support. Well, let's not even go there.
Maybe we can do it in a way that's not to have justice for them.
I think
to have is like, hey, this is a disclosure, and we want your help with this, because I don't want Elon hurt, and even the guys who are like everyone hates. And so I was offered a talk about a position in 2008 to go into the White House, be an advisor for the coming. They were talking about it during the George Bush time, and because they saw my reports I wrote about China and Iran in 2007, and they thought I was genius, and I declined it because Obama was coming in. And I didn't want to work with him because I knew the way his brain is formed is socialism. And this book, Artificial Intelligence, Dangers to Humanity, I put that the AI system clicks as a socialist system and takes out everybody because it becomes one platform. But it also connects with the capitalist system and takes out everybody too in stages. Because in the book I put, we are a social capital nation. So I hope this becomes viral. Everyone reads this book. I also hope this video becomes viral. AI, the plan to invade humanity. And I get some more donations and people like you and other people come on board to help in other ways. And we create, so I'm just a message. I'm trying to bring a good message to people so everybody can decide what's true for themselves. And we can all as a world come together and point this communist party. And then the creator has another plan and that'll be solved by, I'm the creator, right? I'm just a person like you. I have to sleep. What the hell? I got in 9 days, I got like 5 hours of sleep.
I know, and you're just being so generous with your time. And I know we got to kind of wrap it up. But yes, this is a really important thing. And we're going to build greater community, more unity, more support, and really rally, the troops to, this is why it's so important, to do these kind of things and interview you, and people need to watch this video, share it with your friends. It's very obvious. I mean, I can't imagine anybody would think you're nuts. I'm sure they're just like, this guy's a genius. And I know you're very humble, and it's hard to accept compliments, but
I'm not a genius because I put another interview. I had to YouTube videos to change my tire. So some parts of my brain don't work that well.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, yeah. So I have one more question. And you're open for a part 2, I hope.
Yeah, sure.
When you feel into the earth, though, and this whole concept of ascension and the power of nature, cosmic and natural law, and things that are with us. I mean, there's weaponization of nature. We've been sprayed, and there's been chemtrails. But when you really like feel into the power of this planet, the planetary consciousness, the great mother energy, and not to say that it stands alone without the father, but do you feel that the power of the earth also is a part of the, has a greater planet? It's encoded with us advancing ourselves as humans. And if we connect more to nature, that would be a good thing. I mean, obviously it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But
So
do you see the power of that ascension that's built into nature, that connecting with nature will help us to transcend?
At a lower level, yeah. So when I was a little kid, I could see the frequencies all around us, and they're like light, so fast, and there's so much of it. It's like every layer. Maybe you would call it the Matrix, because when I saw the movie The Matrix in the year 01 or 02, I was like, how do these guys know these things, right? What book did they use for that? But so yes, connecting to nature in terms of deactivating yourself from all the social media, the movies, because the movies.
Where it's at?
Yeah, and then, but also like, how do I put it? We've been trained to do a lot of bad things. I don't want to say what they are because it may offend some people, but we're not the same humans that we were in the 1930s and 40s.
And some people.
No, well, look at the movie Cinderella. It's a cartoon. I really like that. Look at Gone in the Wind. That's how people were, not from the outside, from the inside. Nowadays, people will sit and they'll look really professional. They'll have a suit, and they're so formal. But behind the scenes, they're wolves. And they're very, very clever and conniving. And I think we should all try to, be good outside and inside, even myself, right? So I have some vices. It's like I procrastinate sometimes, even if I'm working 20 hours straight. I'm like, I have some other vices, right? Even going extreme. Why would you work 20 hours a day? Well, I see the worst people are in danger. I'll do what I can. And but that wasn't enough. Well, it did some things. So yes, the earth is important for us to go out to nature, but not like the tree hug stuff. If that's some people are like,
there's something about the multidimensional nature. I mean, we're multidimensional beings, and so is our earth. And like people don't
the earth has a digital field, as I put, right? But then we're connected to different universes from our body. That's what I'm saying. It's not just the earth. Our physical body is connected to parallel universes. And so that's why I put in that book, AI, The Plan to Invade Humanity. Our minds can be activated with a quantum digital machine that connects with a digital field to our digital field. And then it can re-hardwire and reprogram. That's why I put in there, Bill Gates is actually a program. Everything he's doing, even little, what's her name? Pelosi, she's a program. No matter, even though the world is crashing, she's supposed to be like Trump, get him. And she'll, it's her brain is really literally like a program hardwired to do that. So we have to break free from that. That means our energy field and our consciousness and our awakening could be greater than Earth, and it is. So every person on the planet. This is my last thing I want to say, and I'm saying it one more time again. Laura, you, the person sitting next to you in your home, the people listening, everyone on the planet, almost everybody, is extremely special today, more special than the past. Your origins are great, your vows are great, and you're meant to be awakened, as they call it, the Great Awakening, but not with frogs. You have a holy image. We're meant to be noble human beings and holy. We are made in an image of a higher power. That's why these little aliens they wanted hunting us, because they're coming here like, these guys are so special. How could that brain be so special? How could, so if I can do things with my log point, so imagine if I open up other channels and other things, so anyone can do, let's say. So every person on the planet can do something like this. But if you had certain attachments like fame, or you want to steal stuff or different things, you cause issues. And I remember there was a movie I saw, and I'm like, where the hell did they get the idea from? X-Men or something. And then I think she caused issues by having certain powers because she couldn't control it. So we all are made in the image of a creator. So in the heavens or in different dimensions, everybody can fly. Everybody has all kinds of, you don't need machines. So that's why I put in this little video, the creator considers them the garbage in the universe, because they need machines to fly around. They need machines to think for themselves. They need machines to do things. But our body is extremely powerful, like what the Greeks had, the Chinese and the Persians and other places. So that's my thing. But for people to do that, they have to tap into the majority of the brain power, open the majority of the energy channels in their body. Once you do that, then there's next stages. But you have to cultivate your character and your mind body for a very long time and temper yourself.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
so I just recommend you watch the video. It's kind of simple, actually. I hope not you, but everyone watched the video,
Oh,
AI, the
it's
plan to invade humanity. Because
brilliant. I loved it. I'm going to watch it again. I've shared it everywhere, and I'm going to keep sharing it. And yeah, I've always said we're the most advanced technology. We are the advanced technology.
yes,
And doing the inner work is everything. And yeah, I mean, there's so much deep inner beauty that's hiding in everyone that is just needing to come out. And there's a lot of healing that needs to happen, but setting our minds free and not being afraid, and I mean, like the AI, I could talk to you literally forever. So I know I gotta kind of let you go. But that's it. It's what we need to cultivate, clearing, purification, and we got galactic chakras we haven't even been, told about. We have junk DNA that's actually a treasure. Science has taught us that it's just a bunch of useless junk when it actually holds all the codes of, sacred union, alchemical marriage, hierogamic union. That is something that we experience within ourselves when we integrate polarity. And we're just the greatest discovery. And thank you for reminding us. And your video really hits that point home. Because, the thing is, some people are like, oh, that's all fear-based. This video is going to take you into places that are very uncomfortable, but it's going to also just remind you. It's like it's an amazing spiritual experience because it's raw and it's full on truth. And like to be able to capture the full picture in the way that you do, having all this knowledge about the technology, but also the knowledge of who we are, our consciousness, our origins, what our greater potential is. I consider you to be, one of the most important voices in the world today. And anybody mess with, I'm going to have to like hold myself back because I will get a big fire trigger if anybody screws with you, and especially in the comment section of our video that we've been able to create.
well,
And I know that,
you can tag me on Twitter if you
you
want.
deserve the highest respect.
No. I don't want any respect. All I want is like, if you can just support me. I don't just mean by donations, but just getting this video out there.
That's not the message. I get that. So I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable.
No, I'm not uncomfortable. Just a person like you and everyone else. And you can follow me on Twitter, Cyrus A Parsa 1. Go to the AI organization.
Tell us all this stuff. Okay, so say that again. And Facebook, like all the social media, your website.
IG and Twitter is Cyrus A Parsa 1. Both are the same. Go to the AIorganization.com, the AIorganization.com. And then my company Twitter is AI Organization. And the YouTube channel is called The AI Organization. I have a lot of videos. What I face is a lot of content creators will watch my stuff and listen to my interviews. They'll just create content instead of attributing to where it came from. And that was the biggest problem I had by helping break this field and helping save lives. It was the reporters who didn't report me, helped me report, and the content creators who stole from me, or the ones that wouldn't retweet me. And they even saw the whole progression of it. He's right. He's right. He's right. And even I saved a bunch of people. I'm like, stop saying the virus is a hoax. It's a real virus, and kind of save their platform. But then, and there's multiple people like this, right? Like 100 people I warned behind the scenes like this, and then they still didn't help me. So it's because they're controlled, but it's not just them. It's people have their pride and ego. They want fame, different things. I wouldn't have came out if I didn't believe I needed to. I'd never had social media for 20 years. I literally am like, I'm not going to sit still and watch people die. And at least they can have a choice that, the world's not going to end. I've never said the world's going to end. It's going to be here another 20 more years. In the interim, a lot of lives are at stake in numerous different ways. So that's why, as I said, expose the Chinese Communist Party and eliminate them.